Okay, so this question comes from one of my old Litcom 10 students, and it's about The Catcher in the Rye. So the question is, how was John Lennon's killer inspired by The Catcher in the Rye? So, obviously, we have to, um, we have to make some guesses because we're not the guy that killed John Lennon. Now, the guy who did kill John Lennon, by the way, I'm so unprepared for this. I just looked this up, but I forgot. So his name was Mark David Chapman. Mark David Chapman, he killed John Lennon in 1980. And so what we know for sure is that he was found in Central Park soon after he shot John Lennon. If you don't know John Lennon, he was one of the lead singers in the Beatles. Anyway, he was found in the park, Central Park, and he had a copy of The Catcher in the Rye. And in the front cover, there was a note that said, "This is my statement," and it was signed in Holden Caulfield's name. So that people are assuming that this guy was insane. He thought he was Holden Caulfield. Obviously, like, he internalized what Holden was all about, supposedly, and he killed John Lennon because that's what Holden supposedly would have wanted to happen. Why would he do that? I don't know. There's nothing in The Catcher in the Rye, that promotes murder or violence at all, so it's kind of hard to say. It could just be that Chapman really identified with like the isolationist and like the angsty teenager vibes of the book, and he really latched onto that. And then like he used that as an excuse to be angry at the world, and he directed that anger into killing John Lennon. There's so many steps that come in between there, but I can't get in that guy's head, right? So I don't know, but if he was inspired by like the angsty vibe of Holden, which a lot of people, they read The Catcher in the Rye and they think, yeah, Holden's a hero, I should be, I agree with him, the world's full of phonies, and all that negative attitude, they sort of adopt it. If he's one of those people that adopts it, he's reading the book wrong. And I know in English classes we all like to say, everyone's answers, there's always multiple right answers. That's a wrong interpretation of the text, though. The whole point of the text is that Holden realizes that he was immature to, judge people the way he was, right? And to be as intolerant. So anyone who glorifies him for being super critical and, self-righteous is kind of missing the point of the whole book. But that's a totally different thing to go on. Anyway, hopefully that answers your question. To tell you the truth, I don't know. But anyway, hope that helps.